Hello students, today we have to move for the next continuation part in the metals and non-metals. So today we have to know about that how the metals reacts with the other elements. First, metal reacts with air. Okay, first one is metals reacts with air. Metal reacts with air. So what happens if the metal reacts with the air? Air in the sense here we can see the oxygen is there. Okay, main component is oxygen. So air in the sense nothing but metals reacts with the oxygen. What happens? The metals reacts with the oxygen. If the metal reacts with the oxygen, that forms its oxide. I mean metallic oxide. That forms its oxide. Nothing but it is metallic oxide. So this is the first reaction for you. Let us take one example. Any metal you have to take. I told you already, zinc, sodium, copper, aluminum, anyone you can take and you can make your own equation. If the metal like copper reacts with oxygen, so that forms oxygen in the sense air. I mean the main component of the air is oxygen. So that is O2. So that forms metallic oxide. Its oxide in the sense that is the cupric oxide. Okay, cupric oxide. In the same way, if the zinc reacts with oxygen, that forms its oxide. Its oxide in the sense zinc oxide. Okay. In the same way, aluminum reacts with oxygen, Al plus O2, that gives rise to AlO, like that. So let us balance this equation actually. So how can we balance? Cu, copper is 1 atom of copper, here also 1 atom of copper, here 2 atoms of oxygen, but here 1 atom of oxygen. For that sake, we have to put a 2 here. So that becomes 2Cu, and oxygen also 2. So here if you put a 2, it will become CuO. I mean 2Cu. I mean cuprous oxide. It is also known as the copper oxide as well as the cuprous oxide. Even this thing also the same way of balancing. So that is 2ZnO, that gives Zn, that reacts with the oxygen, that gives the 2ZnO. ZnO in the sense zinc oxide. This is the cuprous oxide or cupric oxide. Cuprous oxide, keep in mind. Okay, and this is the zinc oxide. Next, this is the metals reacts with the oxygen or metals reacts with the air. However, they has to ask, so you should take air in the sense nothing but the oxygen. Clear? Huh? So what happens if the metals reacts with the water? In water steam, first we have to take the water steam. If a metals reacts with, there are the two types of water. One is called as a steam of water and another one is a cold water. So let us take example what happen if the metals react with the steam of water. If metals react with the water steam in the sense, I think you know about that, the water droplets which are going to evaporate, they are called as the water steam. So if the metals reacts with the steam, forms metallic oxide, the same metallic oxide or metal oxide plus hydrogen gas will be liberated. So don't get confusion. If you know the general formula, then it is easy. You can write any equation for any metal. Even here also, if a metal reacts with oxygen, form metallic oxide. If any metals reacts with a steam of water, form metal oxide and hydrogen gas will be liberated. So let us take one example. So you have to take the aluminium. Aluminium reacts with the steam of water, that is H2O. So that gives rise to H2O. That gives rise to aluminium oxide, metallic oxide, that is Al2O3. Aluminium oxide plus hydrogen gas will be liberated. Okay. Aluminium reacts with the steam of water it is. So that forms the aluminium oxide. Al2O3 is the aluminium oxide plus hydrogen gas will be liberated. Is it balanced? Check once. So here 1 atom of aluminium, but here 2 atoms of aluminium, not balanced. And hydrogen, here 2 atoms of hydrogen. Okay, here also 2 atoms of hydrogen is balanced. Here 1 atom of oxygen, but here 3 atoms of oxygen, not balanced. So you have to balance. So put a 2 here. starts with a 2, lowest number. Yes, aluminium has balance, but oxygen is not balanced, not at all balanced. The equation, oxygen, actually 3 atoms of oxygen is there, so put the 3 here, so it's become 3 atoms of oxygen. What about the hydrogen? It's become 6, 3 2s are 6, but here 2 is there, so put the 3H2. Hydrogen gas will be liberated. This is the hydrogen gas, so that's why I put a arrow mark. So like that, many metals, you can take an example for sodium also. Sodium reacts with H2O in the sense stream of water, so that forms sodium oxide, that is the Na2O3 plus hydrogen gas will be liberated. Sodium oxide, Na2O3. Okay, the same balancing, almost it is 2Na 3H2O, so that gives rise to 3H2. 3H2 is the upward arrow mark. In the same way, keep in mind, metals reacts with the steam of water, forms the metallic oxide, and hydrogen gas will be liberated. It is a word equation or general form. Next, in the same way, this is IA. So what happened? The metals reacts with the cold of water. This is a steam of water. Metal reacts with cold water. Metals reacts with cold water. So that forms metal hydroxide. Here oxide, but here metal hydroxide. Hydroxide in the sense I told you already, that is the OH group. Metal hydroxide plus hydrogen gas will be liberated. Hydrogen gas along with heat energy, delta. It is an exothermic reaction. Exothermic in the sense the reaction in which the heat energy is liberated, that is called as the exothermic. So here also heat energy is liberated, it is a delta. So that shows it is a exothermic reaction. Metals reacts with the cold water. Metals reacts with the steam of water. Metallic oxide is formed. Metals reacts with the cold water. Metal hydroxide and hydrogen gas will be liberated. Along with that, it is exothermic because heat energy has liberated. So let us take any one example, any one metal you have to take. Let us take the potassium here. Potassium reacts with the water, cold water. So that's form metallic hydroxide, nothing but the potassium hydroxide, that is the KOH plus hydrogen gas will be liberated. Along with that, delta in the sense heat energy. Keep in mind, delta in the sense what? Heat energy will be liberated. That's why it is called as a exothermic reaction, because I told you already there are the two kinds of thermic reaction. One is endothermic reaction and another one is exothermic reaction. If delta is here, the reaction utilize the heat energy or energy for the reaction, that is called as endothermic. If the energy is released, that is called as the exothermic. So let us balance this potassium K. Okay, here also 1 atom of potassium, and hydrogen here 2, but here 2 plus 1 3, and oxygen is 1, but hydrogen is not balanced. So you have to balance for the hydrogen. If you put a 2 here, 2 2s are 4, it become, okay, but here only 3 is there. Then if you put a 2 here also, so it become 2 atoms of hydrogen, but oxygen also 2 atoms of oxygen, but potassium 2. So balance that. Okay, potassium 2 atoms of potassium. Now it is balance. Balancing of equation is very important. You have to get to know. You have to practice in a home actually to balance the equations and everything. Okay, so this is the example for metals reacts with cold water. Like that, any metal you can check, or the given metal, for the given metals also you can write. If they are giving copper 2Cu plus 2H2O, that it gives rise to 2CuOH plus hydrogen gas plus heat energy will be liberated. Like that you can write. Okay, so this is the examples for the metals reacts with the cold water and the steam of water. Next, how the metals reacts with the salt. Okay, the third one is metals reacts with the salt. So metals reacts with the salt. Metals reacts with a salt, form metallic salt and salt of metal A, salt of metal B. 1 minute. So here we are taken two metals actually. So this is a metal A and this is a salt of metal B, because all the salts contain the metal. So that's why we are taken two metals. So this is a salt of metals. Salt in the sense I told you, chlorine, the compounds which contain the chlorine, sulfate, carbonates and bicarbonates, those are all called as the salts. Keep in mind, okay. For metals containing the chlorine, sulfates, carbonates and the bicarbonates, they are all called as the salts, okay. Sodium chloride, sodium carbonate, sodium bicarbonate or sodium sulfate, like that we can take, okay. So metal A reacts with salt of metal B. Why we have taken here? Because all the salts contain one of a metal, okay. Without the metal there is no salts, okay. So that is why salt of metal B has taken here. Then this has become salt of metal A, salt of metal A, salt of metal B reacts with a metal A, forms a salt of metal B plus metal B has formed. I mean here the displacement reaction, double displacement reaction, not displacement, double displacement reaction will be takes place. Keep in mind, okay. Let us take one example for you if you are getting a confusion. Metal A, let us take potassium. Potassium reacts with the sodium chloride. Sodium is a metal B and its salt, that is chlorine, sodium chlorine, because I told you already, if a compound containing a chlorine group, sulfate group, carbonate group and bicarbonate group, they are called as the salts, okay. Here chlorine we have taken, that understood it is a salt, okay. So here displacement reaction or double displacement reaction will be takes place, that is the KCl. I mean metal B is a potassium that displacement with the chlorine, not double displacement it is, sorry, it is a displacement. KCl and Na will be separated, that is the metal B, Na, right, okay. This is a metal A and this is a metal B of salt, then that forms the KCl plus Na, like that. So this is the general formula. Metal A reacts with the salt of metal B, that gives rise to salt of metal B plus metal A plus metal B. This is the salt of metal A plus metal B. Like that we can take any examples like that. So let us take one more example for the another salts, like the, so let us take zinc. Zinc reacts with, let us take a sulfate actually, that is the sodium sulfate, NaSO4, that gives rise to C metal, that is the zinc sulfate, ZnSO4 plus Na will be separated. Even it is also a one kind of salt. Like that we can write for the carbonate or bicarbonates. So this is the way of metals reacts with the different salts, like that copper sulfate or anything we can taken. Keep in mind here which reaction has takes place, that nothing but the displacement reaction. Which reaction it is? Displacement reaction. That is very important. So tomorrow I will continue with the next. So till that you have to keep watching. Thank you all.